You're right, Sarah. You and your 3 kids, you fuck. What is up, guys? My name is Sam and I'm back with another video and review. So today, guys, I'm going to be reviewing the latest Marvel film, Ant-Man and the Wasp. So guys, Ant-Man and the Wasp is directed by Peyton Reed. It stars Evangeline Lilly, I hope that's how you say her name, and Paul Rudd. So guys, the plot for Ant-Man and the Wasp, it takes place after the events of Civil War. Ant-Man is now sort of separated from the Avengers group and is on house arrest for what he's done during Civil War. Bit of a spoiler, sorry. A villain called the Ghost turns up who has the ability to phase through objects. So if you're fighting this person, you can't really lay a hit because, yeah, your fist just goes on through. But basically, the Ghost is trying to steal the tech used to enter the quantum realm. She has this condition where, you know, she needs that energy to survive. So her sort of premise throughout the whole movie is that she's trying to steal this energy so she can survive longer, which is just selfish, mate. Now, guys, I am a Marvel fan. I did enjoy this film, but there were a couple of things that I didn't enjoy about it. But first, let's talk about the good. So, of course, as always, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man is great. We got to see the classic suit again. They didn't use the suit used in Civil War. Even though I do like that suit, the first Ant-Man suit is still pretty good, so it was great to see that back. Yeah, I mean, the film itself was pretty decent. Like, you know, the CGI and all those sort of graphics, they looked great. The acting was great. The cast was great. You know, seeing the Wasp in action, that was really cool. She was definitely very, very cool. She didn't necessarily steal the show. I felt like both the Wasp and Ant-Man had equal grounds in terms of this movie. But overall, it was an enjoyable film. So guys, a few things that I didn't like about this film. One being the comedy. Now, it was funny, but I really hate it when films try to push too much comedy, because there'll be really serious moments, but then they're throwing jokes in. And it just takes you out of what you're watching, takes away from the overall feel of that scene that's going on. And sometimes can ruin a movie, frankly. It didn't really ruin this movie, but it's a thing Marvel do where their films are too comedy heavy nowadays. And one of the reasons why I really, really enjoyed Infinity War is because that comedy wasn't that present during the film. And I feel like with superhero films nowadays, sometimes a darker, more serious tone is more appreciated than the whole comedy-based aspect. So another thing, guys, was that the story itself was good, but there were moments where I was bored. There were moments where I was just like, okay, guys, come on, like, pick it up a little bit. And then, especially towards the end, the ending did get a little bit boring too. I've heard others say that, and it's true, it does get a little bit boring. And also, the villain. Now, like, the villain was cool and all, but I wish we just got more of like a... I mean, we did get a bit of a backstory about it, but I just wish there was more substance to her that allows us to care about it as an audience. Because the movie's going on and she keeps on bringing up that... Spoilers. She keeps on bringing up that, you know, she needs energy from the quantum realm to survive because of this condition she has. And after the first time, you're like, okay, I understand what you're doing. You just want to live. That's cool. We all want to live. But yeah, towards the end of the film, she mentions it and mentions it and mentions it. And like by the end, I was like, look, love, just shut the up and die. You know? Just shut up. So yeah, I mean, she was good as a villain, but at times I felt was a little bit annoying. I don't think a villain needs to constantly remind us why they're a villain. Just got issues, mate. That's it. But yeah, guys, I mean, overall, the film itself was decent. There were just a few things that did bring it down for me, and I didn't exactly walk out being amazed. If anything, I was underwhelmed leaving the cinema. And, you know, I think it's because we're getting too used to this, this sort of Marvel movie... I can't even think of the word, mate. I feel like as an audience we're just getting too used to this Marvel movie pattern that they have, and that could be a bit bad in the future in terms of Marvel movies. But in terms of post-credit scenes, this was probably one of my favourite post-credit scenes, because not only does it sort of, like for those of you who haven't watched Ant-Man, just skip to the end where I tell you to make a meme out of me. No one's done that yet, someone do it. But basically this end credit scene does tie in with the end of Infinity War, which is really cool, but also, you know, sort of leaves you questioning what's going on, what's happening with Ant-Man, how is what's happening in this post-credit scene going to inflict the next movie. And that's what I really liked about it, because most post-credit scenes, they're just like cool little snippets that you see here and there. It's nothing that really adds to the story, whereas this adds to the story. And yeah, it was definitely one of my favourite ones by far. So guys, overall, Ant-Man and the Wasp was enjoyable, was a little bit on the boring side, not gonna lie, but you know, that happens with movies, you can't really run away from it, and don't deny it. Don't be one of these Marvel fanboys that deny it, please. But yeah, overall guys, I'll be giving Ant-Man and the Wasp probably a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it was just the comedy, the pacing, some of the character development that did bring it down for me, but overall, still a decent Marvel movie. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Tell me your rating, what you're going to give it out of 10, if you liked it, if you didn't. Be sure to like and follow my pages on Instagram and Facebook. I'll leave links for those down below as well. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, leave a comment, make a meme out of me. Someone do it. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.